Well, guys, we had to run to O'Neill's to get a battery. We had an issue with our battery, and so we're getting everything set up now. And unfortunately, the two up front, the two stooges, didn't hook up the battery right.
Well, it's 50-50 shot.
50-50 shot. So now we got bait from the bait barge out in front of O'Neill's. Real nice people, and people were like, "Why are you getting bait from the bait barge?" Well, first of all, we don't want to take the time now to go and try to catch bait because it's 7:24. We want to get out and go fishing, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna go out for hogfish and snapper and fish in about 50 to 70 feet of water and go from there. Well, folks, it's been a calamity this morning. We went to go put the trolling motor in the water to go catch bait, and the trolling motor wasn't engaging. So I looked into my power pole charge, and I noticed one of my batteries had very low voltage. So we stopped by O'Neill's and picked up a battery, and we got out here. We thought, okay, I thought that my power steering issue was just a little bit of a we had low power steering fluid, so I filled it up, got out here and threw a coat again, and found out that right at the base where the pump is, it's leaking out of there. So I got to drive home again on a single engine, which is not a big deal. It just, you don't have as much pure reaction, which is kind of nice when it's rough. It's not going all over the place. So got to get that fixed. It's always something. It's a boat. And then once we got out of here and we changed out the batteries, we thought we were good, and we start getting anchored up, and I noticed my power pole charge isn't charging to the system, and notice that one of the batteries is showing red. So we changed out a couple other batteries. Thankfully Chad bought two of them, so we changed out, figured out which one was good, which one was bad. Always carry the proper tools with you. Like, we had a voltmeter, but it was weird because three of the batteries are showing that they were okay but not the best. But we switched out one, we thought that was bad, which ended up not being the bad one. But anyway, we're out here.
The bad one was a good one.
The bad one was a good one. So we're out here trying to make it work. We got a bunch of nice lanes in the box. We're jumping around here and there right now.
About to get into the major.
Oh yeah, about to get into the major. We'll see what happens. But something really funny today. Do you see that right there? What is that?
Don't get dressed in the dark. I don't know that I give Jiggy too much grief.
Why is that?
Because the shoes, even though they're both different, are still functional.
Yeah, yes. That's true. And not one's right and not one's left. Or they're not both the same foot.
How'd you get the right foot in the dark?
They're the right feet.
Color.
Yeah, they're on the right feet. Turn the light on, folks.
All right, we're sitting in 68 feet of water. It's a little choppy out here. It's starting to lay down a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit better, but the water's not horrible. It's greenish, so we're about 16 miles out. It's not horrible. It's cleaning up. It's looking good, and we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna give Chad one of his favorite foods.
Of all the businesses that have gone out of business, why can't the Vienna Sausage Company quit making Vienna sausage? Gross.
You're gonna come on, man. You gotta try one.
No.
Come on, you gotta try one. It's for TV.
I would rather eat a white bait.
Come on.
Nope. White bait it is. I'd rather eat a white bait. Not doing it. I'll eat the third out of the other cup, so I'll eat that hot dog.
Put it on a hook.
They smell like vomit.
So good. How can you not like that? I want him to eat just one so we can show him puking.
Put it on a hook.
Yeah.
Officially.
Oh.
Remember 2 weeks ago I mentioned that Todd's been putting me on the 360 camera, making me look bigger than I really am? Well, now I have proof, because I recorded the video from 2 weeks ago where you can clearly see there's a double image of me.
Well, yeah, there was a double image.
Oh!
But
You
that
expanded my belly too far and it pulled it out. is
That
what
had
happened.
nothing to do with me. That was the stitching on the 360. I have no control over that.
No, you were stretching and
No,
you stretched it too
that had
far.
nothing. I
That's
did.
just like this shirt.
I
You
did.
stretch
If you want me
this
to,
shirt
if you want,
so far before it separates. That video footage is no different.
if you want me to stretch it, I'll stretch it. But that was in the stitching of the 360. I can't control.
I got it
that
on my
double
phone.
image.
I even snapped the footage. I got proof.
Now you're just gonna make me stretch you out. Oh, Jiggy's got one.
He's got another 40. Right?
A small bug.
Yeah. That's what's on that ledge.
No.
Lane. Who would have thought?
Chad, don't drop down. All right, folks. We started getting into the hogfish. We're in a major feeding time right now. I made a little bit of a run. I was not comfortable catching all the lanes. Even though we caught some nice lanes, I'm not a big lane guy. We're catching a lot of grunts too, but we are starting to catch hogfish. And one of the new jigs that we've been testing is, we talked about it being the boner jig, and I wasn't quite sold on the name. I said the woody jig, but Chad was like, how about the chubby jig? So that's what it's gonna be like. So it sits right on the bottom like this, and I just caught a keeper hogfish with it. Chad just caught a hogfish. So I'm using rock shrimp, and that's what I caught that hogfish on. And we're gonna call these the chubbies. And it sits flat on the ground, so that bait is up in the air. So when that hogfish comes up and starts to root, he can easily pick this up. So we're testing it some more just to make sure, but it looks like this might be a winner. What you got there, Jiggy? Wow, that's a good lane right there, boys. And I thought we got away from the lanes.
No, those are okay.
Those are okay though. Those are good. That's a good lane. So Chad, tell us your little technique. What are you doing over there?
So I'm taking the shrimp on the hook and I'm pitching it out. So when I drop it straight down, all I seem to get is a lot of grunts. So I'm pitching it out away from the boat, get it away from the grunt. Once it gets to the bottom, I drag it slowly without moving it off the bottom until I feel it tick. It seems like once you feel the tick, not long after that, you got tick. So far, that's kind of how I've caught the 2 hogfish and a 40. I wouldn't say it's a pattern yet, but it's getting close.
I don't know. I'd say it's a pattern. Jiggy did it.
Yeah, Dickie got one too. So
I can do it. It works.
if Kevin catches it, we just know that.
Kevin just keeps losing his bait,
I'm just losing
and he's
bait.
fishing in my spot. You notice that?
Coming back over. What's that?
That's why you don't catch a fish.
No. Well, I'm trying to get up. We had to go.
So I told these guys, I said, we've got to make today work. Because of everything that happened in the morning, we've got to make it work. We're making it work ever so slowly, but we're making it work.
Are we making it work, or are we working it?
That's the most disgusting thought I've ever had in my head.
You should have seen it in real life.
That's even worse.
Man. Chad knows how to paint a picture.
Now, folks, if you are watching this and you saw the little bit that we did on the Vienna sausages, and if you think that Chad needs to eat one, just to see his true reaction, comment in the link below and say, I want to see Chad eat a Vienna sausage, a little weenie.
The only way that's going to happen is on a GoFundMe page with a lot of money, because I'm going to help.
Chad, you're supposed to do anything for the show.
Not for free, it's not. Nope.
We don't, but we make money on the show.
I'm easy, but I ain't cheap.
disappoint me. So, folks, if you think we need to start a GoFundMe page for Chad to eat, we will call it the Little Weenie GoFundMe. If you think that's a good idea, why don't you let us know in the comments? I swear to God, if everybody goes, hey, start a GoFundMe page, I'm starting it.
There's enough money in there, I'll do it, but I gotta be on dry land.
Oh, that doesn't know. Dry land, no. It's a boat snack. But chumming, you'll chum for us.
I got a chum bag and a block.
You can add to it. Accentuate to it.
You can add to it.
Come on, man. I guarantee you wouldn't get sick.
I will.
I don't
Like
think.
that. You don't remember me gagging on the cat food? Same smell.
Good content.
Nobody wants to see a fat boy puke on the boat.
Oh, yes, they do. I would love it. I think it'd be
would, but
awesome.
Nobody else would.
I would laugh
I
so
have
hard.
real friends that don't want to see me feel bad.
Who's that?
I haven't met any.
Oh, Chad.
I get lots of positive comments, but I don't know who's people. Because YouTube gives them fake names. So unless they
Just like all the people that think you're the best fisherman in the world.
oh, those are not anonymous. Those are all people that are real. I have not logged in.
Somebody came in the other day and goes, "Where's Chad at?" And Brittany's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, where's Chad at?" She's like, "Chad doesn't work here.
I have a job.
He has a job."
Because I got bills.
So anyway, if you guys really want to see Chad eat a little weenie, if you want us to start a GoFundMe page, I'll be more than happy to.
It's going to take us Tampa Stadium size.
There's already 3 votes for yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Stop by the shop with some
Jiggy will donate a week's salary. What are you talking about?
Wait, what? Got bills.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
did you know that I can jump higher than the Eiffel Tower?
Go on.
For $10, I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going.
I don't have $10. I'm
You're in?
broke.
You're in?
You can jump higher than.
$10 if I can jump higher than Eiffel Tower?
No, because it's clearly a trap that you're easily going to win $10. So
Yes.
tell me the hook.
Yes. That's a yes, right? Camera's on?
I said no
Cameras
because
are on.
it's clearly a
All right,
hook.
Here we go. The Eiffel Tower's bolted down. You can't jump.
Oh,
$10.
touche.
That's horrible.
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 When's the last time you said a joke got $10?
I didn't agree to the $10.
Yeah, I know. He
We have
didn't.
it
There
on
was no
video.
shake. There was no. Yeah, he didn't agree.
I said absolutely no.
I said it was obviously a trap, but somebody's got to fall for it. That's a clear yes.
During that time, I lost my bait. And
This program's going downhill.
yeah, quick.
More money we made on
What-
last week's video.
Whatever happened to the whole wholesomeness of Tampa Bay Fishing Channel, Family Channel?
It's still a family. That was a family joke.
It was. I'll give it that, but it was horrible.
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 I thought it was creative. Kind of like a fight.
Well, folks, if you watched the Friday fishing forecast and I talked about how the wind was going to lay down, that's exactly what happened. It was blowing pretty good this morning out of the east, but it was a following sea. So I told you, if once you get out here and you fish, it's going to lay down, and coming back in, it's going to be a decent ride. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And I just missed that fish like there's no tomorrow. Come on, Todd.
He doesn't understand.
What's that, Chad?
I can understand you because of the seeds in your mouth.
Oh.
There's a piggy. As Jiggy would say, that's a good one.
Nice.
The problem is I had to drag it all the way straight to the boat. If I dropped it straight down, it'd been on its head.
Live show?
Yeah.
I'm going to say this again. I always talk about it. But Chad and I were talking earlier in the week. And I said, so what do you guys want to do? What do you want to fish for? Well, it's up to you. I'm like, no, it's not up to me. I said, I'm good with fishing for hogfish. Chad was like, well, I didn't know if you'd like doing that because you seem bored when we do it. And I'm like, no, just as long as we're catching fish, I don't care. So the moral of the story is that people talk about hogfish being gone in the summertime. You can't target them. Yes, you can. They're there. Problem is everybody's running by them. And I talk about that all the time. There's these misconceptions of, oh, the gags leave the bay in the summertime and they come back in the wintertime. And the snapper leave in the summer or in the wintertime and come back in the summertime. No, there's fish there year round, and there's a substantial amount of those fish inside the bay during the times that people don't think that they're there. Same with sheepshead. People say the same thing about sheepshead. Oh, it's sheepshead season. Sheepshead season all the time. You just stop fishing for them. That's the thing, is that these people get in their mind, the only time I can fish for this certain fish is this time of year. No. You can fish for them year round if you know what you're doing and you understand the structure. That's the key, is understanding what you're fishing for, what you're on the structure that you're fishing, and what they're keyed in on. You always want to think.
You gotta understand what you're fishing for.
Chad, do you understand what you're fishing for?
I got the shirt.
You got the what?
I got the shirt.
The shirts?
That's all I know about.
Is it? Yeah. I was just getting ready to leave.
I know, that's what.
Guess what?
Sorry when I said the hook.
We ain't leaving.
I heard you wrap your rod.
I think that there might be some mangroves down there. These the hogfish came.
From the key, you got to understand what you're fishing for.
Show me the back of that shirt.
Oh, there he was right there. Come on, man.
Can't move them. Can't move them.
Wah wah.
That sucks.
Hey, all I gotta say is if Kevin can let the strawberries fly out the back of the boat, I can let
Whatever that was, get eaten by it.
But that was a big old hog.
Yeah, it was.
I'm feeling sad about it too. Once again. But, you know, folks, when you understand the fish, as Todd said, a wise man once said.
Did I word salad it earlier?
Is that what you call it? Is word salad?
Yeah. I'm kind of like, you know who. Don't want to say the specific person's name.
Nothing in that box.
Word salad.
Word salad.
There's gonna be a day when we stop building jigs for Chad, and I don't know what he's gonna do.
Then you won't have any footage for your.
No, here I am. How long have I been messing with the cameras?
Forever.
Yeah, thank you.
All day.
All day, every day.
Just buy good stuff and quit doing it.
The camera I'm having problems with is almost $1,000. Stop recording.
Prima donna camera. Buy the
Stop recording. Ooh, we're doubled.
he might have me.
He might have you. Chad, it's not all about you.
Some days. Gag.
Is it a gag? Red? Oh. Jiggy likes those big lanes.
Yeah, I don't know that. I like it new. Hey, yummy. Come home. That's not fun. I think I can fish, Todd. There you go. Yeah.
He might have one. It's a porgy. Nope, it's a hoggy.
He got a pig.
He's gonna be a keeper too.
Ooh, look at there. I'm on the board. Only took till 1 o'clock.
Hey.
I don't know. We don't know what it is about that spot up there. We've only had one guy do really, really well up there, and that was Brandon. Okay, I have to admit something.
Here we go.
We were driving along and we were going by this spot, and there was something about it that just, my gut immediately said, you've got to stop on this spot. There was a little bit of a rise, and I'm talking like maybe 2 foot, but it wasn't like a ledge, it was just a rise. And it was showing some hard bottom around, and I told them, I said, my gut's telling me to stop here. So we went ahead and stopped. Sure enough, we've caught porgies, we've caught a hogfish. I don't know what Chad's got on right now. Another porgy. So if you guys ever see something that looks just a little bit different, it necessarily doesn't even have to show fish, because when we pulled up here, it didn't show fish. It was just hard bottom. So we went ahead, dropped down, and I said, my gut's just telling me that these fish are here, and I said, God, I hope my gut's right. And we're catching fish. So if something doesn't look right, it looks off, stop and fish it. Worst case scenario, you catch a bait fish or something like that, and you
move 5 times and get what? Learning under controlled knowledge, right?
I think next week
No.
Chad's gonna take over the boat.
No.
Chad is gonna be the captain. He's gonna decide where we're gonna fish, how we're gonna fish. Oh, get him, Jiggy. Get that little fish, Jiggy. Baby.
It's a girly piggy.
It's a girly fish.
Maybe.
I don't know what it is, because as soon as it hit the bottom, he was on it.
Now it looks like a red.
No, I don't think it's a red. It's digging too much. But we've been wrong before, haven't we? It is a red grouper. God bless America. Come on, man. Chad, you ain't got no piggy.
Okay.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Screw you guys, I'm going home. But Carmen, we're trying to... screw you guys,
God damn it, Kenny.
You gotta be a show off in every group.
He's gonna publicly humiliate you. Like you did that boat. He's gonna put your boat numbers up on
Here comes the shaming.
Well, folks, Chad just said, Todd, you've got 31 feet of boat right there, and look who's right next to you. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
If I was a boat, he'd be casting lead at me.
He's slacker fishing, but the thing is he's got a flat line out, and Chad and I hardly ever catch fish on a flat line, hardly ever. And so we're always saying, "Oh, the flat line sucks. The flat line sucks." What?
Peggy!
So here he is with the flat line, and he's slacking, thinking.
And he's
Since-
not catching anything.
Yeah, I know, right?
If you don't have the
you got
if
anything
you
to say about that,
if
Kevin?
you don't have the flat line out, you have 0 chance of catching a blackfin.
And when you have
fish, a
and
kingfish,
when you have the
whatever it
flat
may be.
when you have the flat line out, you have about 100% chance of tangling with somebody else's line or getting it into the motor of the boat. Nah.
In the way of a fish box if somebody put one in it.
Oh, crowd.
Telling you folks, if you ever have a chance to come fishing on our boat, you better have some thick skin, especially with that guy back there. Once he finds a little bit of a hole, he's gonna go after you. Whatever the weakness is, he's gonna get you.
Oh, Jiggy got him a piggy! Piggy! Don't lose it!
What about if I hit you in the ribs?
Yep.
Ain't gonna keep them.
Yeah, I think it will. It's got the brown. Yep. Oh! He just got 8.
All right, folks, we got to our next spot, and you know, I'm not one to pull up on another boat. That's just not who I am. I don't think it's right. So when you come out here and you see somebody on an area that you wanted to fish, I typically won't get it within a mile and a half of a boat. And if I see a boat within a mile and a half of a spot that I'm going to go fish, I usually go a different direction, because they're probably, if they've been there for a little bit, they've probably hit that area already. So I'm like, I'm not even going to deal with it. But when you run into something like this, we try to hail them and tell them to move, because they are sitting on one of my spots, but we couldn't get them to respond. Wasn't it like Chinese or something?
Banger.
I don't know what that was.
But in all seriousness, if you are out there and you see a boat in an area that you want to fish, don't pull right up on them. I mean,
Even
there's,
that one?
well, you can pull up on that, but if somebody's out there fishing, just don't do that to people. I mean, there's so many areas to fish out here. I mean, I'm looking at probably 20 different spots that we can fish within this area right now. But we've caught a bunch of hogfish today. We've caught some snapper, caught a bunch of porgies, caught a ton of grunts, caught some grouper.
Bunch of nice lanes.
Yep, bunch of nice lanes. So we've caught a lot of fish today. It's been a good time, despite some of the stuff that we had to deal with earlier this morning. But if you let that kind of stuff get to you, then you shouldn't go out and fish. You should just not know how to roll with it. And just try to determine, how much is this going to cost me later? Bust out another 1,000. BOAT. All right, folks, we made it back to the office, and as you can see, we caught quite a few hogfish. We caught 11 keepers, caught a ton, just like a hair short. So we had a pretty good day, despite the conditions of what we had to go through first thing in the morning. Like I said, we pulled up to one of the markers to catch bait. Trolling motor wouldn't lock in. Looked at my power pole charge system, showed that one of the batteries was extremely low. Went to O'Neill's, got 2 batteries there. Thank God we got 2 batteries. Connected them, thought everything was good. Got out there, the trolling motor was on for just a short time, and then it gave out. And I'm like, oh man, there's something wrong. So I saw again that there was still low voltage, and we think that there's a loose connection on our charge. Blah blah blah. So when it comes down to it, we finally figured something out. Was able to keep the boat in place on the trolling motor. And we ended up catching all these fish. So it was a fun day on the water. We stayed between 55 and 65 feet of water. So we were 15 to 16 miles out. As you can see, or as you saw when we were talking about pulling up on a spot and there would be a boat there, we were out near the anchorage. So that kind of gives you an idea of where we were fishing today. I always try to change it up. I don't like typically fishing the same areas back to back, or even back to back to back, because I just feel that we wear out a spot, and I just don't like doing that. So I like to bounce around, and Chad hates it when I go north of the pipeline, but we went north of the pipeline today, and that's where the bite was. We caught a lot of nice hogs up there. Like I said, caught a lot of small, or just hair short of being keepers. So if you guys thought that you can't catch hogfish in the middle of the summertime. We just proved that you can. You just got to be patient, go out there with the right bait. We caught them on rock shrimp, we caught them on frozen shrimp, the Blue Magic frozen shrimp, and we caught them on live shrimp. So we got a combination of different things. We tried out the chubby jig today, and it caught hogfish. It did exactly what I wanted to do. So I really like that jig, and it's going to be something that we're going to introduce here in the near future. I wanted to test it out before I bought the mold, so we're going to do that. The water out there looked halfway decent. There was about 15 feet to 20 feet of visibility that I could see the jig down to. Once we got to about 5 miles in, the water went straight to dirty. So and the bay was really dark, really dark, but it's getting better. So just keep that in mind. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We can't say that enough. I gotta get Chad in here real quick. Chad, you were full of yourself today.
I was on a roll.
You were on a roll.
All I needed was some butter.
But in his defense, he did put on a clinic.
He did pretty good. He did pretty good. He did all right. But we're still going to do the GoFundMe page. Oh, yeah, that's right. The GoFundMe page for eating the Vienna weenies. If you want to see Chad eat a Vienna weenie on the boat, not on land, on the boat, comment below if you think we need to start a GoFundMe page. Let's do it. So again, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.